Good morning, students. Welcome back to your business study online class. Children, this is the third video of your chapter number 9, and in this we will be discussing about financing decision. Student, before that, let's have a quick review that what we have done in our previous video. Student, in this chapter of financial management, we are basically going to read that how the finance of a business is going to be managed by enterprise so that profit maximization policy of shareholder can be achieved, right? So we basically have read here that what is business finance. A money which is required to carry out the business activity is called as business finance. I'm not going very deep because these all things we have already read. Next is financial management. Financial management is basically a process, or it's basically a step which are concerned with the optimum procurement. Optimum procurement means optimum optimum receiving of finance as well as the optimum using of finance. It means कैसे फाइनेंस को हम ऑप्टिमली मीन्स कम से कम रिसोर्सेज को यूज़ करके रिसीव कर सकते हैं और कैसे उसको ऑप्टिमम यूज़ कर सकते हैं विदाउट वेस्टिंग, ताकि हमारे बिजनेस की प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑब्जेक्टिव को अचीव किया जा सके. सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट. Next, we have done here about the importance or the role played by financial management decision. It basically means there are certain role which are played by a good financial management decision. That is all we have already done over there. Next was the objective of financial management. So the main and the primary aim of financial management is to maximize the shareholder wealth. Maximizing the shareholder wealth basically means it referred as wealth maximization concept. And wealth maximization concept say that if the market price of a share of a company will increase, the wealth of the shareholder is going to be increased. Next, we have done that whenever we talk about a financial management, to manage the finance of a business, there are certain decisions which has to be taken by a manager of a business very properly, and these three decisions are called as a main decision of a business or the main financial decision of the business. The first decision was investment decision of a business. Investment decision basically means once we have got or received the money for investment purpose in our business, now where we have to invest that money, where we have to invest these resources so that they are able to earn the highest possible return for the investor. That decision is called as investment decision. It means once we receive the money which we want to utilize in our business, now there are lots of projects where we can invest that money. Now as a manager or as a prudent manager, we have to take a decision that we have to invest our money in such a way that we can able to achieve more and more return. So this decision which is taken by a manager is called as investment decision. Now investment decision can be a long term or it can be also as a short term. So a long term investment decision is called as capital budgeting, and a short term investment decision is called as working capital decision. Long term basically means where we are investing money into a fixed assets, and short term basically means where we are using our money for completing our day-to-day working operations. So that is all we have already read here. The next we have done is factor affecting capital budgeting decision. Means capital budgeting decision means we are talking about the long term decision. It means if we have invested money into a long term projects, so what are the different factors which affect the capital budgeting decision. कौन से factors हैं जो कि capital budgeting को इन्वेस्टमेंट में अफेक्ट करते हैं. सो फर्स्ट वॉज कैश फ्लो ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट. आपके बिजनेस में कैश फ्लो इनफ्लो और आउटफ्लो, व्हाट वाज द सिचुएशन ऑफ द कैश इनफ्लो एंड आउटफ्लो ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट दैट अफेक्ट द फैक्टर्स. The next was the rate of return. What is the rate of return of a particular project? That will affect the manager to take decision in investment or capital budgeting. And third will be the investment criteria involved. The investment criteria involved means where a manager need to calculate lots of things regarding the interest rate of a project, regarding the cash flow and the rate of return, and regarding the investment areas also. So these all are the different factors which affect into the decision taken for capital budgeting investment. Now student, today we are going to read about the financing decision. Now when we talk about the financing decision, three very important decision which we are going to study in this chapter was, the first was investment decision, means once money has come to business enterprise, एक बार money जब business enterprise के पास में आ गई है, he has to take the first very important decision is that where he will be investing that money, वो उस money को कहाँ invest करेगा, short term में invest करेगा या long term में invest करेगा, in which project he is going to invest money so that more and more return can be come for business. That is one decision. The another decision which a manager has to take in a business is, or a business enterprise has to take, is financing decision. Financing decision is a very important decision because this also affect directly or indirectly the profit and loss of a business. Now see how. Basically, financing decision means this decision is about the quantum of finance to be raised from various long-term sources. Short-term sources are studied under working capital. Now children, this chapter, it should be clear in your mind that whenever we are talking about long-term sources, we are talking about capital budgeting, right? And whenever we are talking about short-term sources, we are talking about working capital requirement. I have already explained you that working capital requirement means a money which is required into a business for carrying out its day-to-day operations, right? वो हो गई आपकी working capital. And capital budgeting or the long-term decision basically means where we are going to invest for a future purpose, where we are going to invest into a fixed assets like installing machinery, furniture, business. These all are a part of your fixed assets, राइट. सो फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजन में जो सबसे पहला डिसीजन इसको लेना पड़ता है बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज को, सो ही हैज़ टू डिसाइड द अबाउट द क्वांटम ऑफ फाइनेंस टू बी रेज फ्रॉम वेरियस लॉन्ग टर्म सोर्सेज. इट मीन्स whenever we start business we required money, we required finance, right? Now it's not possible to have all the finance from inside the business only. There will be certain finance which a business enterprise need to manage from outside also. Now a manager or the business enterprise has to identify first the various sources which are available for the financing, and then he has to identify that how much fund he will be using from the shareholders and how much fund he will be borrowing from outside. What will be the quantity of that? It basically means financing decision basically say that how much finance for a business can be managed from outside as a form of debt and how much finance can be managed from inside from the shareholder as a form of equity. So this ratio of debt and equity of financing decision is called as financing decision, right? In simple term you can say that if I am starting a business, I will require finance to start my business, right? Now I will be having some finance within me only, which by which I can purchase the share of a business, and that finance come under equity shares, right? So ये मेरा finance था जो मैंने क्या किया, equity shares में रख लिया. So this I am investing for starting and for growing my business. Now I have to decide that what can be the other sources by where I can arrange finance for my business. So that will be taking loan from some outside, borrowing the things, borrowing money, borrowing funds from outside. That will be called as debt. Now we have two things. Either the funds can be managed from the shareholder or the owner itself, or the second thing is that the owner or the enterprise can manage funds from outside. So that will be called as debt. Now how much finance has to be managed from the shareholder side, owner side, and how much finance will be taken as a form of borrowed or as a form of debt from outside, that quantum or that ratio is called as financing decision. यानी एक एंटरप्राइज को ये डिसीजन लेना कि वो कितना फाइनेंस अपने बिजनेस के लिए खुद से लगाएगा और कितना बाहर से लोन लेगा, उस रेशियो को डिसाइड करना, दैट डिसीजन इज कॉल्ड एज फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजन. नाउ it involved identification of various available sources. The main sources of fund for a firm are shareholders fund and borrowed fund. It means financing decision में a manager has to first identify the different sources available into the market for getting the funds, and when these sources are identified, he has to go through with that source by using which more and more profit can be अचीव्ड, यानी जो उसके लिए लेस कॉस्टली होगा, वे देयर विल बी लेस रिस्क, और जिसके थ्रू उसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज मिलेगा. Now, when we talk about the main sources of financing in business, it's basically about shareholder one funds and the second is borrowed fund. एक वे होता है, सोर्स होता है आपके बिजनेस में इन्वेस्टमेंट का, शेयर होल्डर्स का, जहाँ पे शेयर होल्डर्स क्या करते हैं, दे यूज टू परचेज द शेयर ऑफ अ कंपनी बाय इन्वेस्टिंग मनी. So this money they are going to utilize into business only. And the second is to take loan from outside, that is called as borrowed fund. Now the shareholders fund refers to the equity capital and the retained earning. Now whatever fund which is invested by a shareholder, that is called as equity capital, and it is also referred as a retained earning. Borrowed fund refers to the finance raised through debentures or other form of debt. Borrowed fund क्या आपका? Borrowed fund basically वो फाइनेंस है जो कि हम कहाँ से रेज कर रहे हैं, कहाँ से मैनेज कर रहे हैं, अरेंज कर रहे हैं, इधर बाय द हेल्प ऑफ डिवेंचर्स या फिर और कोई भी अदर डेब्ट्स के थ्रू. बैंक हो सकता है, फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हो सकते हैं, पब्लिक डिपॉजिट हो सकता है. दीज ऑल आर अ फॉर्म ऑफ डेब्ट्स. A firm has to decide the proportion of fund to be raised from either source based on their basic characteristics. Interest on borrowed funds have to be paid regardless of whether or not a firm has earned a profit. It means whenever a business enterprise has to take a decision regarding the sources of financing for his business, he has to take care about lots of things before choosing a particular sources. He has to see that in which source there will be less flotation cost, in which source there will be less interest amount, in which source there will be less expenses, and which source there will be less risk. So taking that decision of financing or managing the decision of financing and as a form of debt and equity is called as financing decision. Now basically a firm is need to have mix of both. If you talk about the big organization, they use both the thing for financing in their business. They use finance as a form of equity also, and they use finance as a form of debt also. Right. Now the cost of each type of finance has to be estimated. Some sources may be cheaper than other. It means at the time of taking financing decision लेने के टाइम पे, फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजन बेसिकली मीन्स कि आपको अपने बिजनेस के लिए फाइनेंस कौन से सोर्स के थ्रू अरेंज करना है. दैट डिसीजन इज कॉल्ड एज फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजन. ईदर यू हैव टू मेन सोर्स कौन से हो गए इसके, ईदर यू कैन गो थ्रू विद द इक्विटी, you can go through with the shareholders fund, or you can go through with the debt, that is loan. Right. So at the time of deciding the type of finance source, the first thing has to be identify the business enterprises that which will be the cheaper one, यानी कौन सा होगा आपका cheaper one. He will go through with that finance जो कि business के लिए cheaper होगा. Right. For example, cheaper, which can be the cheaper one? Debt ki, if we talk about the debt is considered to be the cheapest of all the sources. Tax deductibility of interest makes it still cheaper. It means debts hai hamare, if we are taking loan from outside, we need to give interest, but still after paying the interest also, this is called as cheapest form of financing. Why? Because when we take debt or when we paid the interest amount, बिकॉज ऑफ द पेइंग द इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट, ये क्या होता है, टैक्स डिडक्टिबिलिटी होती है. यानी बिजनेस के जो टैक्स होते हैं, अगर किसी बिजनेस ने डेप्ट ले रखा है, डेप्ट के थ्रू अपने फाइनेंस को अरेंज किया है, तो उसको टैक्स की अमाउंट क्या हो जाती है, डिडक्ट हो जाती है. राइट. सेम थिंग इज अबाउट इफ a business who don't want to see that more and more control has been given into the hand of shareholder. एक बिजनेस जिसको अपना कंट्रोल किसी दूसरे को नहीं देना है, एंटरप्राइज को नहीं देना है, ओनर्स को, शेयर होल्डर को नहीं देना है, दैट विल नेवर प्रिफर गोइंग थ्रू विद द इक्विटी. इक्विटी में व्हाट हैपन, द शेयर होल्डर यूज टू परचेज द शेयर ऑफ अ बिजनेस, दे इन्वेस्ट मनी, बट जिसके पास जितने ज़्यादा शेयर्स होंगे, द कंट्रोल विल गो इन द हैंड ऑफ दैट शेयर होल्डर. So there are lots of things which an enterprise need to see, that if I will go through with this source, which will be more profitable for me, where the less expenditures will be occurred and where there will be less risk. So deciding that from which source the business finance can be achieved is called as financing decision, and the main source of business financing is debt and equity, right? Now the next we are going to read about here is, this is a chart they have given here. Here you can understand the chief financial officer is sitting in the mid. He need to take three important decisions here. The first is capital budgeting decision. We can understand this as a form of investment decision also. Investment decision means chief CFO को आपकी सबसे पहला डिसीजन लेना पड़ता है that if finance is already there in the business, where this finance need to be invested so more and more profit can be achieved. So some of the finance he is going to use for a capital budgeting for fixed assets, and some will be for working capital. Now the next decision he has to take is the financing decision, which we are reading. In financing decision, he has to take or identify the different sources by which the finance can be arranged for a business, or he has to get actually how much finance need to be arranged from debts as a form of loan and how much can be arranged from equity and other institutions. This is the second decision he has to take. This is what we are reading now, and the third decision which we will be reading into the next video will be dividend decision. Dividend decision means once the profit, the company or the organization get the profit, he need to see that how much profit amount need to be distributed to the shareholder, which is called dividend, and how much amount of profit need to be kept into the business for the purpose of future use, that will be called as retained earning, right? So let's start the factor affecting financing decision. Now it's clear to everybody that financing decision क्या है. Financing decision basically means a decision which need to be taken that how much quantity of finance should be raised from debt and how much quantity of finance should be raised from the equity, and this decision need to be taken care after going through with the risk factor of the source, after going through with the expenditure, after going through with the flotation cost, right? Now let's see the factor affecting financing decision. It means कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स होते हैं जो कि फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजन को अफेक्ट करते हैं, यानी मैनेजर जिनको ध्यान में रखता है व्हेन ही टेक अ डिसीजन कि उसको कहाँ से फाइनेंस को मैनेज करना और अरेंज करना है. So the first is cost. The cost of raising fund through different sources are different. A prudent financial manager would normally opt for a source which is cheapest. It means the first thing at the time of taking financing decision will be cost. Cost में a manager or a prudent or smart manager will raise funds from that source which will be cheapest for him, right? So if a manager is a smart manager, he will first factor he will take care is the cost of the source of fund. He will go through with that source of fund where the cost will be less and the expenditure will be less, means which will be cheapest for him. The second factor at the time of financing decision a manager need to see is risk. Risk basically means a manager need to see the risk associated with each and every sources, and then he will select that source where there will be less and less risk of. Next is flotation cost. Higher the flotation cost, less attractive the sources. It means we will go through with that sources of financing. हम उस sources of financing के थ्रू जाएंगे, वहाँ से अपना फाइनेंस अरेंज करेंगे अपने बिजनेस के लिए जहाँ पे फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट कम होगी, यानी जहाँ पे फाइनेंस को अरेंज करने के लिए एक्सपेंडिचर्स कम लगेंगे. बिकॉज इफ़ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज़ दैट सोर्स ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग वेयर वी हैव टू गिव मोर एक्सपेंडिचर, इट्स गोइंग टू बी गेट more costly for us and less attractive. Next is cash flow. Now financing decision is also affected by the cash flow position of a company. Like a stronger cash flow position may make debt financing more viable than funding through equity. If a business who is strongest in cash flow, एक बिजनेस जिसके पास में हमेशा एक प्रॉपर अमाउंट का कैश रखा हुआ होता है, सो ईजली दे विल गो थ्रू विद द डेप्ट ऑप्शन, सो दैट बिकॉज दे नो दैट एनी टाइम whenever they need to pay out or they need to repay the debt, they can able to pay it easily. So it again depend on the cash flow position of a company. A company who have who don't have a strong cash flow position, जिसके पास में एक पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट कैश अवेलेबल नहीं रहती है, जो कैश फ्लो पोजिशन जिसकी अच्छी नहीं है, दे विल नेवर गो फॉर अ डेप्ट बिकॉज दे नो दैट आफ्टर अ पर्टिकुलर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दे नीड टू पे डेप्ट, और इफ दे आर नॉट हैविंग कैश in their business, how they will pay debt. Next is fixed operating cost. Now this say that if a business has higher fixed operating cost like building, rent, insurance premium, salaries, it must reduce fixed financing cost. Hence lower debt financing is better. फिक्स ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट बेसिकली से दैट इफ़ देर इज़ एनी बिजनेस जिसके फिक्स ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट ज़्यादा है. फिक्स ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट कौन से बिजनेस के ज़्यादा होते हैं? जिनके फिक्स एसेट्स ज़्यादा होती. एक बिजनेस जिसके पास में बहुत बड़ी बिल्डिंग है, जिसने रेंट पे ले रखा है, हु इज़ गोइंग थ्रू विद द पॉलिसी ऑफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम, जिसको सैलरीज पे करनी पड़ती है. सो व्हाट बेसिकली हैपन, दे नीड टू गो थ्रू विद लॉट्स ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर्स, और उनको टाइम टाइम पे मनी की ज़रूरत होती है. सो इन दैट केस अ पर्सन or a business where more fixed operating cost is required, they will go less with debt because it's very difficult for them to pay out the fixed operating cost also and to pay out the debts also. So they will prefer equity. Next is control considerations. Now control consideration basically means if we are issuing more and more equity shares to the shareholders, what will happen? The management control will go in the hand of that shareholders. Everybody know that the person who have more shareholders are the actual owner of a company, and the person who have more share, that person have more controlling power. So if a company does not want to give more control in the hand of somebody, they will never go through with the policy, or they will never go through with the source of equity. In that case, they will prefer the source of debt. Next is state of capital market. Health of the capital market may also affect the choice of source of fund. During the period when stock market is rising, more people invest in equity. However, the depressed capital market may make issue of equity share difficult for any company. Now, state of capital market. State of capital market basically say about stock market, right? So this say that if a company or a organization is having good capital market or good position into the stock market, that time more and more people will come and purchase their share. So more investment or more money will come from the shareholders side as a form of equity purchasing, right? But the time when there is a period going on of depressed for a particular organization into the stock market, that time there will be less people who will be issuing equity shares for that organization. So that time the organization need to go through with the option of what? That will be option of debt. Now this was the second very important decision of any business, that is financing decision, कि कहाँ से अपने फाइनेंस को और कौन से सोर्स से फाइनेंस को बिजनेस के लिए अरेंज करना है. नाउ नेक्स्ट डिसीजन इज डिविडेंड डिसीजन. डिविडेंड डिसीजन इज द थर्ड important decision that every financial manager has to take relate to the distribution of dividend. It means this is the third decision which every financial manager to take, and this decision is related with the distribution of dividend. Now first you need to understand what is dividend, right? So suppose a company is there who got profit of 1 lakh rupees, right? So now this is the return of a shareholders. It means a person who is investing money, they are taking certain risk also into the business, because we don't know that we are going to get profit in future or we are going to get loss. So taking of this risk, he has certain return also. If an organization is getting profit, that profit amount used to distribute it into all the shareholders according to the ratio of their shares, right? So that amount which is distributed from the profit to the shareholder is called as dividend amount, right? So you can understand dividend क्या होता है. Dividend is that portion of profit which is distributed to the shareholders. It means dividend क्या है? Profit का वो portion है जो कि हम किस में distribute करते हैं? shareholder में distribute करते हैं. Now the decision involved here is how much of the profit earned by a company after paying tax. Now we should be very clear that dividend की जो हम amount distribute करते हैं shareholders को, वो कब करते हैं? Tax pay करने के बाद में. It means suppose a company get 1 crore 20 lakh rupees of profit which need to be distributed to the shareholders, and first they will pay the taxes from this profit. Suppose the 20 lakh taxes has been paid, so our profit amount, actual profit amount will come after the deduction of tax, and that will be called as 1 crore only, because 20 lakh is already paid to the taxes. पहले आपको 1 crore 20 lakh प्रॉफिट अचीव हुआ था, 20 लाख आपने टैक्स पे कर दिया, अब आपके पास में नेट प्रॉफिट कितना रह गया, 1 करोड़. सो 1 करोड़ इज द अमाउंट बाय विच द डिविडेंड अमाउंट विल बी पेड टू द शेयर होल्डर्स. यानी 1 करोड़ वो अमाउंट है जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होएगी सारे शेयर होल्डर्स में, जिसे हम क्या बोलते हैं, डिविडेंड बोलते हैं. नाउ हियर a business enterprise has to take one decision that how much amount of profit need to be distributed to the shareholder as a form of dividend, and how much amount of profit need to be retained into the business only, in case it can be reinvested for the business only for the purpose of future. It means suppose from 1 crore 20 lakhs 20 lakh rupees has been paid for a taxes, so that is tax amount, so we got 1 crore only, right? That will be called as your net profit. Now from this 1 crore we have 4 shareholders who have invested money into a similar ratios, so we need to pay out 25 lakh rupees to each and every shareholders. But a company who have a policy of retained earning, what they basically do is they don't pay out the whole dividend amount or profit amount to the shareholder. They keep certain amount of profit within the organization only for the purpose of reinvestment. So suppose the company paid 20 lakh to each 4 shareholders, that 20 lakh will be called for each shareholder their dividend amount. So 20 into 4 it become 80 lakh. So now 20 lakh is remaining because our net profit was 1 crore. This 20 lakh can be used into the business for the purpose of future earning, or this amount can be reinvested into the business. This 20 lakh which is retained, which is remain into the business for the purpose of reinvestment is called as retained earning, and the 80 lakh which is already distributed between the shareholders will be called as dividend. I hope now it's clear to you. Now let's see the factor affecting the dividend decision. It means whenever any enterprise take the decisions regarding how much amount of profit need to be distributed to the shareholder, कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स होते हैं विच ही नीड टू कीप इन हिज माइंड. यानी डिविडेंड को डिसाइड करने से पहले कितना प्रॉफिट का अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा शेयर होल्डर्स में, ये डिसाइड करने से पहले एक बिजनेस इंटरप्राइज को कौन कौन सी चीज़ें ध्यान में रखनी पड़ती हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग डिविडेंड डिसीजन. सो द फर्स्ट फैक्टर विच अफेक्ट द डिविडेंड डिसीजन इन अ बिजनेस इज अमाउंट ऑफ अर्निंग. Amount of earning basically say that dividends are paid out of current and past earning. Therefore, earning is the major determinant of decision about dividend. It means because how we are getting the dividend we are getting basically from the profit only, and this profit is the past profit also and the current profit also. It means past और current की earning है ये जो हमारा profit है, right? So if there is a good earning into any business in past also and current also, that kind of business will give more and more dividend. If a business who does not have a continuity in good earning, they will give less and less dividend. Next is stability of earning. Stability of earning basically say that a company having stable earning is in a better position to declare higher dividend, as again a company having unstable earning is likely to pay smaller dividend. It means stability of earning say that if there is any organization जो कि कॉन्टिन्यूटी में क्या कर रही है, एक अच्छी अर्निंग लेके आ रही है, जिसकी स्टेबल अर्निंग है, दे नो दैट द शेयर होल्डर्स नो, द ओनर नो दैट दे विल बी गेटिंग दिस मच अमाउंट एवरी ईयर एज अ फॉर्म ऑफ प्रॉफिट, तो वो क्या करते हैं, वो ज़्यादा हायर क्या करते हैं, डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर कर देते हैं. If there is any organization where the owner know that ki now the earning is not stable, today we have got this much, maybe next year we get less profit, so they require certain money to cover out those losses in their business. So in that case what they will do, they will declare less dividend. Next is stability of dividend. Stability of dividend basically say कि dividend declare करने के time पे they are certain company policy also which are an important factor which affect the dividend amount. If there is any company who has already has a policy of stabilizing the dividend amount. अगर कोई एक ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसने स्टेबिलिटी रखी हुई डिविडेंड अमाउंट पे, दैट वेदर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विल गेट loss in futures or they are getting profit in futures, but we will give this much of amount as a form of dividend. So they need to go through with the same stability or same policy, so or same percentage. So it basically say that if a company policy also affect the factor of dividend. Next is the growth opportunity. Growth opportunity basically say the company having good growth opportunity retain more money out of their earning so as to finance the required investment. The dividend in growth company is therefore smaller than that in non-growth companies. Growth company basically say growth company is or growth opportunity is also one of the factor which affect the dividend decision of any business organization. If there is any company who is having a chances of more growth in future, they will have a chances of more opportunity of growth in futures. They will keep certain money as a form of retain earning with them so that it can be utilized for that, right? So in that case they will have less dividend. और अगर कोई ऐसी कंपनी है जिसकी ग्रोथ की अपॉर्चुनिटी कम होती हैं, so they don't need to keep any retain earning in their organization, so they will give more dividend. Now next is cash flow position. The cash flow position means inflow or outflow position of a cash. The payment of dividend involve an outflow of cash. A company may be earning profit but may be short on cash. Availability of enough cash in the company is necessary for declaration of dividend. It means it's possible that a company or organization is getting profit, right, but on a particular time of period they are having short on cash, means कंपनी के पास में कैश की शॉर्टेज होती है, राइट. सो इन दैट केस दे रिक्वायर्ड सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ कैश विद इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सो the declaration of dividend will be less. Next is shareholders preference. Now how much amount of dividend is going to be distributed to the shareholder, how much amount of profit is going to be distributed to the shareholder as a form of dividend. There is also a choice of shareholders. If the shareholders want more profit to be distributed and they want all the profit to be distributed to the shareholders, so in that case the dividend amount will be more. In case the shareholder policy is to keep certain money as a form of retain into the business and they want more growth to the organization, in that case the dividend will be less. Now taxation policy also affect the dividend factor. In case the amount of profit which we are giving to the shareholders as a form of dividend is not tax deductible, it means अगर जो डिविडेंड हम पे कर रहे हैं प्रॉफिट शेयर होल्डर्स को वो टैक्स डिडक्टेबल नहीं है, राइट. सो दे विल वांट, दे डोंट वांट more dividend because they know that if they will get more dividend they have to pay more taxes. But if the tax deduction is there after getting the dividend also, they will get or they want more and more dividend. So these are certain things. And next is a stock market reaction also. Stock market reaction also basically say that if a stock market where we used to keep our shares for the purpose of trading, right. So if a company want to make certain good reputation in front of stock market, how they are able to make it. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अपनी अच्छी रेपुटेशन स्टॉक मार्केट में कैसे बना सकती है, बाय शोइंग दिस डिटेल टू द स्टॉक मार्केट कि उनकी कंपनी में इतना डिविडेंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ है. बिकॉज दे नो अगर जितना ज़्यादा डिविडेंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ होगा, जितना ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट आप शेयर होल्डर में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करोगे, दे एवरीबडी विल नो दैट दे नीड टू परचेज द शेयर ऑफ दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. स्टॉक मार्केट का जो रिएक्शन होता है वो भी डिपेंड करता है डिविडेंड की कितनी अमाउंट जाएगी. नेक्स्ट इज एक्सेस टू कैपिटल मार्केट. Large and reputed companies generally have easy access to the capital market, so they don't need to depend on retained earning. It means why we need to reduce the dividend and we need to keep retained earning. प्रॉफिट मिलने के बाद भी क्यों एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अपना पूरा का पूरा प्रॉफिट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करती है, क्यों? बिकॉज दे वॉन्ट टू कीप सर्टेन मनी विद इन देम सो दैट कभी भी बिजनेस में ज़रूरत पड़ी तो वो उस मनी को बिजनेस के ग्रोथ के लिए यूज़ कर सके. दैट अमाउंट इज कॉलिंग एज वी आर कॉलिंग एज अ फॉर्म ऑफ रिटेन अर्निंग, राइट. बट अगर कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऐसी है जो कि बहुत रेपुटेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, हु हैज़ अ गुडविल इन द मार्केट, जिसकी बहुत अच्छी गुडविल है इनकी मार्केट में. सो दे नो कि इन केस दे विल नीड मनी इन फ्यूचर, ईजिली दे कैन गेट दिस मनी फ्रॉम कैपिटल मार्केट से, वो ईजिली उसे लोन पे ले सकते हैं. सो दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डज नॉट नीड टू कीप एनी फॉर्म ऑफ रिटेन अर्निंग. वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या करेगी, फिर अपना पूरा का पूरा प्रॉफिट अपने शेयर होल्डर्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देगी. और जस्ट अपोजिट ऑफ दैट, if any organization is that who does not have access of capital market, who does not have access of capital market means जिसकी कैपिटल मार्केट में इतनी अच्छी गुडविल नहीं है कि अगर उसको फ्यूचर में बिजनेस में पैसे की ज़रूरत पड़े तो वो लोन ले सके कैपिटल मार्केट से. तो दैट काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विल कीप सर्टेन प्रॉफिट अमाउंट एज अ फॉर्म ऑफ रिटेन अर्निंग, सो can be used in future. Next is legal constraint. Legal constraint basically say that the Companies Act put certain restriction on the payout or dividend also. Means the company has made, companies में जो हमारे MOA होते हैं, आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन हो गए, मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन होते हैं, उसमें कुछ लीगल कंस्ट्रेंट लिखे हुए होते हैं, लीगल पॉइंट लिखे होते हैं, हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ डिविडेंड नीड टू बी पेड अगर इतने से ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट आ रहा है. सो वी कैन नॉट अवॉइड दैट. सो लीगल कंस्ट्रेंट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द फैक्टर which affect the dividend decision. Next is contractual constraint. Contractual constraint basically say that if a organization who has taken loan from outside, so that person who is called as a lender, जिसने हमें लोन प्रोवाइड किया, उसने अगर कुछ इस तरह का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बना रखा है कि टिल यू विल नॉट रीपे द होल लोन अमाउंट, आप अपने पूरा का पूरा प्रॉफिट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर सकते हो. So this is also one of the factor which is going to affect the dividend decision. Now children, this is all about the three important decision of financial decision. The first was investment decision, जिसमें हमने ये पढ़ा था that very properly the financial manager need to take the decision that where he need to invest the money, where he need to invest the finance of a business so that more and more profit can be get. The next was your financing decision, where we have read that what are the different sources by which we can arrange finance for our business, and for that we need to see the risk, interest, flotation cost, and we need to choose the main sources, how much quantum can be arranged from debt and how much quantity of source or how much quantity of money can be arranged from shareholders account. The third we have done is dividend decision. Dividend decision basically means where a financial manager need to take a decision that how much amount of profit will be distributed to the shareholder, which is called dividend, and how much amount of profit will be remain into the business, which will be called as retain earning. That is all about today video. Into the next video we will be talking about the financial planning.